Laylatul Qadr is better than 1,000 months. SubhanAllah. When we look at a month of ibadah, it's a big deal. And if you spend this month of Ramadan strictly in ibadah, the whole Ramadan, you didn't work, you took off from work, all day when you were fasting, you were also making salah and giving sadaqah and just making dua. You spent the whole month in ibadah, it would be difficult. And we have to work, many of us, we have family, we have other issues to deal with. To spend the whole month, not just the 10 nights, the whole month only in ibadah is difficult. Imagine 1,000 months. In fact, you won't most likely even hit 1,000 months of ibadah in your lifetime. Why? What is the average lifetime for a person in America? About 70, 73 years. And around the world, some places 50 years, 40 years, the average lifespan. But 1,000 months come out to be 83 years and 4 months. Even if you lived 83 years, 84 years, you were a child for a part of that. When you were 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, what ibadah were you doing? So that means we have an opportunity here in one night to take more reward and get more thawab than even if we spent our entire life in ibadah. What a valuable night. How can we spend this night gossiping? How can we waste this night in hookah bars and sitting and wasting time watching TV? And in the Muslim lands, some of the best TV shows that are at night in Ramadan, so people can waste that valuable night. Imagine 83 years and 4 months of straight ibadah. None of us can do it. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave us that reward in one night. What a beautiful thing. In fact, many of the ulama of tafsir, they said alf here is to show the greatest number possible. Like we are taking it a very numerical, 83 years and 4 months. But you know what's the highest number in the Arabic language in classic Arabic? Alf. And you can look in the books, when Imam Ahmad memorized 1,000,000 hadith, they didn't have a number, they said alf, 1,000. And they would put mudaf with it, 10 alf, but alf was the biggest number. They didn't have million, like today we made up million for million. So it means, as many of the ulama of tafsir have said, that this is actually unaccountable. It's the highest number that could have been revealed. When we look at this, we ask ourselves a question. When is Laylatul Qadr? Because everybody wants this. Every Muslim, even with the weakest of Iman, if you tell them this, they will want it. They will want to spend this whole night in ibadah. For this, I spent a lot of time looking in the books of hadith and tafsir, and I found aqwal from Ibn Abbas radiyallahu anhuma showing the 21st and 23rd and 27th. I found from Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam marfu' hadith where he would say that this was like the alamat, the signs of Laylatul Qadr, and it would be the 25th. Another hadith about when the Torah and Injil would reveal, when the Quran. And there were contradictory numbers. And some of the ulama took one, they said more aqwal for this. But the correct opinion, after a lot of research and thinking and pondering and looking at the books of ulama, as Shaykh al-Islam Taqiyuddin and others have pointed out, is that it is not the same night every year. Why? Because on different nights, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam would say, last night was Laylatul Qadr. That means it switches. And that is a hikmah of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So you don't just say, okay, 27th night we're going to make ibadah, the rest of the year I'm taking off. No. When is it some of the people we see a khutbah about some ulama saying maybe it's out of Ramadan? That's wrong. Why? Because we know it is in Laylatul Qadr when the Quran was revealed. And we know from the Quran that it was revealed in Ramadan. And we know that Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he told us that Laylatul Qadr is in Ramadan in the last 10 nights, in the odd last 10 nights. So from the 21st to the 29th, it's going to be one of these nights. And that means we need to strive hard in ibadah every one of these nights. So we don't miss such a reward. Because we don't know when it will be exactly. But we do know it is in Ramadan, it is in the last 10 nights and the odd last 10 nights. So every one of us should make an intention that we will not miss the 83 years and 4 months and more of reward by missing this night, by sleeping through it, or arguing and sitting and TV and soccer and useless things that will not help us in the akhirah, that we will benefit from this night, inshallah ta'ala. Wa jazakumullahu khairan.